Hello everybody, Master here. This is Season 1, Episode 5 of my German challenge with the Argentinian Twist. I am playing as Club Atletico Patronato from the Argentinian League that I swapped out with a German team in 3 Liga. At the end of January, we just concluded the transfer window, so I have a couple transfers to talk to you about. We are sitting pretty at first place. We're only ahead by a point, and it's going to be a tight race, but I should get promoted this year if we keep up at this pace. I have you looking at the top scorers here of the league so far, and if you remember a couple episodes ago, Barrington was at 10 goals. He's still having a heck of a season. He hasn't scored in 6 games. However, he's still in third place in double-digit goals for an 18-year-old striker. I think he's having a wonderful season. I just hope he can start scoring again. I also have another player here in the top 25 who wasn't last time. Mr. Ruiz is at number 22 with 6 goals, and he's having a pretty good season because he really doesn't score that much. As far as assists goes, once again, I have 2 players. Diaz is down there with 4, and Foden actually added 1 from the last time I displayed this, and he's sitting at 6, tied for first. Once again, 2 young players in the top 25 is pretty good. As far as my goalkeepers and clean sheets, I have Rapo. He's down there at 14 with 4, and Sevilla is at 10 with 5. Now, poor Mike, he plays 2 games for every one that Rapo plays. That's the advantage of having him be my starting goalie. And the bad thing is I actually play a lot more games that I play once a month with him. So I kind of mess up a few of his clean sheets. If you remember the highlights from the last episode, we were winning 2-0, and next thing you know, a text message here and not paying attention there, and it's tied 2-2. So I really do kind of mess up some of his clean sheets. Okay, so I only had 2 games in January. I did win both of them. One of the highlights that you're going to see, it was actually kind of exciting because there was a lot of shots on my end, so it was a pretty good game. And of course, the other one, I'll show you the review of how we did. We actually won that game too. So it was a pretty good month as far as my team was concerned. Now, the finances here, I thought I'd go, show you the finances halfway point here. I'm still in the green. I still have a profit. The only bad thing is once your youth academy starts getting full, I tell you what, the expenses start rolling in. And as you can tell there, I'm just not getting the match tickets like I should be getting. One of my objectives is to have 50% home games filled at 85% or more, while I'm sitting at a 98, which is really good. And I have quite a few objectives done. That one right there. 3 out of 12 home games that I have failed to, well, actually, I only have 3 out of 12 that I've gotten 85%. It's just really bad. I'm not getting the money for that, so I'm hoping if I get promoted, I'll start getting more fans because they sure as heck ain't watching me in this division. So I don't know what to do about it. I can't really do anything except just kind of encourage people, hopefully, to come down and watch me play. Get on a plane from Argentina and come watch, I guess. I don't know. But anyhow, I'm going to show you the table real quick.
The shot's on. That's a great finish for the first goal of the day. A real chance here. Shots on here. Fantastic save. This could lead to a chance. It's good attacking. And it's a shot now. And shoots.
All right, here we go straight into the transfers. I was talking about last episode about signing this kid here, Kasuma, and I went ahead and figured, what the heck, I was going to go pay 200 for him, and I went in there and they actually had him for 95 to 200, I think. So I snagged him up. I don't know too much about this kid, but for 95,000, how can you go wrong? He has some pretty decent stats. He actually got a game. I subbed him in, and actually in my home game, he was one of my subs that I put it in there. But he actually was a 59 when I signed him. Now he's a 60, so he did go up. But once again, for what I paid for him, how can you go wrong? I'm not getting very much money coming in, but with these guys here in a couple of years, I'll sell them. I'm hoping to make at least $1 million profit on them. Okay, Bolger. I said I was going to get him for 20. Well, evidently I wasn't. 42.5 is what I paid for this kid, but look at his balance. I mean, he has pretty good stats. And he actually went up. He was a 49. He's a 51 now, so I trained him once, and he's going up, so it's pretty good. But once again, for 42.5, I really need some filler players until I get my youth academy guys into the first team. Of course, I do have the 2 kids, but the rest of them I'm not going to pull in there unless they want me to, unless they threaten to leave, and I don't really want that. So I need some filler players, and since I lost 3, I now have 5 new ones. Now Durkin, I tell you what, the American population of soccer players, it's amazing. Playing Football Manager, as soon as I get a scout that can go overseas, I send them directly to USA, because the amateur leagues, I tell you what, you will find some amazing players. And this kid here, I have him in another save, and he is a stud. He doesn't have a horribly high potential. I think his max is like 82 maybe, but he will blossom quickly, and I'm going to end up making a big profit on him. But I only paid 150 for him, so that's still really, really good. I got 3 players at the end of this transfer window for less than 300,000. So, even if I sell them for $1 million each, I'm going to make a very tidy profit, which is something that I desperately need, because, I only have the league games, and that's the only prize I'm going to get at the end of the season. So I need every penny that I can get. So, once again, it is a business in the real world. So by all means, I'm going to make some money. Okay, we're going to jump into the scouting report. I can't wait to see what my scout brought back from, where we sent him to New Zealand, because I always have a really good effort from New Zealand. So let's see what happens. This first kid, holy moly, he's worth a lot of money, but dang, that potential sucks. I'm probably going to sign him just so I probably will sign him and put him in the first team, and then plan on selling him here pretty quick to make a profit, because he's definitely, his potential is really kind of bad. But I'll keep him in here for one more month and make a decision next month. But most likely for that amount, I'm going to go ahead and sign the kid. I mean, he's 16 years old, and he's going to be worth a little bit of money here, I'm hoping. So once again, this is for fun and games and everything. But I mean, in real life, you make profits on these players. So I'm going to go ahead and probably sign him, but just not now. One thing I don't like in FIFA is you can't send players on loan when you first bring them up, and I really don't like that. I wish they'd fix that, because even in real life you do. Oh man, I got a superstar in a waiting here. I told you, New Zealand, man. And this is a 2-star, 3-star scout, and look at that. Look at that, how much he's worth already at age 15. Mr. Charlie Alexander, I am signing you up. That is amazing. All right, now let me see what my Finland scout brought back here. Probably nothing, because Finland is a very tough country to scout. Even with 5-star scouts, it's really hard to find good players. But I'm hoping to find a couple here in the 6 months. Well, this guy ain't one. Oh, not one either. Let me see here. This guy, hey, I can't pronounce that name. I'm not even going to try. But you know what? He has a fairly high potential, so I'm going to sign him up. Let me see here. I did get a training injury, Mr. Foden, but it was only for a week, so it wasn't too bad. All right, here's the new guys I signed. Pretty good stats. A left midfielder. I don't think I have one yet, so that's a really good sign. I am trying to get all the positions filled from my youth academy, so I could find the best one and place him there. Cam, not too bad at all. I believe he's the Finland guy. Once again, I'm voice over in everything that I pre-recorded, so I do have a few glitches here and there, and I apologize for that, but it will get better. And hopefully you're still enjoying the series, but I'm just briefly showing you some of the players that have already been in there. Oh man, Mr. Danilo, I tell you, it looks like he's not even going to be showing great potential at this rate. But look at the green. I mean, his stats are pretty much set now, and he's still going to be a stud. He's just not going to have a high potential. But hey, it is what it is. I've been training Mr. Benjamin as a striker, and his finishing has definitely gone up, and his shot power and whatnot. And I think that had to do with why his potential kept dropping, because I wasn't training him in his position. But you know what? I might have a chance to get his potential higher again, because that has happened to me. So, for the meantime, I'm going to keep him in here until I have to promote him, and we're going to go from there. Like I said, we're in first place at the end of January, and it's turned out to be a pretty good season. I am going to have 4 games for this month, and next month is the big one. Next month there's 6 games. The international ones I'm not going to show you. But anyway, guys, I appreciate the support, and hopefully you'll check out next episode. Have a good one.